big sister advice time. I am 36 years old, and my 30s have been the most difficult time in my life. But because of that, I feel like I've experienced a lot of growth. So I thought I would share some of my thoughts. And sorry about my lighting situation. I am in my parked car in the garage. I feel like you other moms will get me on this one. Okay, first thing, if you're struggling with any sort of mental health issue, mental illness, for me, getting my diagnosis a couple years ago was life-changing. It has led me to understand so much about myself, so much about how my brain works, what works well for me, what doesn't work well for me. It's even helped my husband understand me more. And especially as a mom, it's allowed me to give myself grace during this period and times that I've really struggled. So if you haven't gotten that official diagnosis yet, maybe now's the time. Okay, next thing that I really think is going to help every relationship in your life, from work relationships to friendships to spouses, boyfriends, whatever, is you need to look into this concept of emotional intelligence. And that is basically you understanding your own emotions and then learning how you react to things, learning how to control them, and then all of this feeds into social relationships. This has been huge for me in my 30s and becoming a mom, and all of my relationships have been all over the place, honestly. And learning the principles of emotional intelligence, and I just want to say here, I am not a perfect person, at all. I am still learning about this and trying to better myself. But I think just knowing about it and trying to be self-aware and self-reflective has been huge. And all of that makes my communication better and my relationships better. So definitely look into emotional intelligence. Okay, last one for today. If you are in your 20s, or actually it doesn't matter what age you're in or you're at, if you are in a serious relationship looking to get married, please, please, please do not settle. If there are any red flags, if you have that feeling in your stomach, don't do it. Saying that because raising small children is the hardest thing me and my husband have ever done, hands down. And I say this because if you are in a serious relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, or you're just married, and your relationship is really hard then, and you plan on having kids in the future, your relationship, it will absolutely be so strained after having kids. I am so sorry, but kids do not fix any relationships. It is, like I said, the hardest thing we have ever done. And I just can't imagine being married to anyone less amazing or less supportive than my husband. Truly, I am so, so thankful for that man. He has done so much for our family. He is an incredible father. And even with all of that being said, it is so freaking hard. And then once you have a child with someone, you are stuck with them forever. So this decision of who you are marrying, who you are having children with, please do not take that decision lightly. So, red flags. Don't do it. They're not going to change. It's not going to be worth it. It will not get better after you get married. It absolutely will not get better after you have kids. So, once again, be very careful with that decision.